I'm actually super, super excited for the next 3 years of Mads Mikkelsen, Dark Icker Tumblr fan art. I don't think we put a picture at the end, but he looks very like... 16-year-old Kathleen would have been into that.
Yeah.
She would have been like, hook me up. I've never played a Kojima game before. I don't care.
Did the close shot look real dark?
I don't know. I mean, this is a bad monitor to check. It looked kind of dark to me.
This seems darker.
It does seem a little darker, which is weird because it's actually brighter than the wide shot in terms of f-stop.
It should be the same f-stop.
When I darkened the wide shot, I also darkened the close shot, and I was like, oh shit, that's super dark, and brightened it up again.
How does Kathleen believe that roll 4 is correct when she has cats? My cats don't attack the toilet paper because they're not bastards.
Yeah, that's, by the way, the only... Paul and I were talking about this. That's the only argument we've ever seen in either direction for why the
roll is going backwards, so
Yeah.
you can't go up and pull it off.
Yeah, our cats don't do that.
Our cats don't do that. Now, there could be an argument made that a baby could do that. And I tried facing it backwards, and she's like, oh, so I just pull this part.
Yeah,
like, it
it's
makes
not-
no difference, so they're facing the right way
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah, yeah. Cats don't have the opposable thumbs to pull it, whereas babies do, so you're pretty much doomed.
Ooh, Master of Laughter says, whoop, first live checkpoint.
Hey, cool.
I thought Cavern was a bastard. Cavern is a bastard, but not in that way. Not in an attacking toilet paper kind of way. Like in a pet me or I'll scratch you kind of way.
Anyway, I'm just curious if it... Did that look...
Bad dark?
Yeah. Like, should we re-record the stories?
Oh, but I read them all perfectly.
I know.
Wah.
I had an mistake, but I'm fine with it as long as it looks okay.
Do you want to go check it out and see if it looks okay?
It looked fine, maybe very slightly on the dark side.
All right.
But
Chad says it's fine. I guess it's just this monitor then.
Yeah,
Okay.
this monitor is bad, and we should not use it for like checking colors.
Yeah.
Unless it looks really, really, really bad.
Okay.
Chad says it's fine, everything is fine, nothing is broken, everything is
I like
fine.
it's fine, but you should probably wipe down the background monitor. Yeah, geez, I'm looking at that now. You can see some serious fingerprinting on it.
Oh, yeah, around the edges. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it was lifted up for desert bus and stuff.
The stand here is hella dusty.
Oh, yetch.
Like, way more than anything else in this room. Did we just put all of our dust there?
It's a fine place for it.
I
I mean, if you're going to put your dust somewhere.
Gotta keep your dust somewhere. Kathleen looks pale, but what else is new?
I mean, that's correct.
Yeah.
If I didn't look pale, something is wrong with the color balance.
When you dust, it moves around. Yeah, and it all goes right there. Oh man, have I literally just missed checkpoint? Yes. Sorry. Did I see All Mankind in the chat earlier?
I believe so, yes.
Sweet. So All Mankind
Oh, he was
and
the
their
Matilda
wife.
Vikstrom?
Well, All Mankind is... I don't want to...
Don't want to read their names out loud.
Nice, Kathleen. Real nice. All Mankind and their wife sent us... It's in the next mail time. They sent us some candy. Hey there. And a little traditional Swedish doll
For Penelope.
For
And
Penelope,
it's so
which was really,
cute.
really sweet. It's a little handmade, like, a traditional Swedish doll. I had forgotten this until my dad informed me. You would have no way of knowing this, but my great-great-grandparents were from Malmö. So I had completely forgotten that my great-great-grandparents were from Sweden.
So they're Penelope's great-great-great-grandparents.
Yeah, so it's a couple steps removed.
She's not very Swedish, is
Well,
what we're saying.
nor am I, but yeah, thought that was interesting. So, does Paul have a chair? No. Oh, wait, you can unplug. No. Can you almost reach it?
Noble Vega says, Graham, that explains so much.
I don't think it does, but okay. Could you shuffle over? You're on this cord. So there. Oh no, lift it. There we are.
Am I far
Cool
enough
story,
over?
bro. Well, thanks, All Mankind. I thought you'd be interested. The point is, we appreciate the doll. It's really cute.
But maybe he actually was like, hey, that's a cool story.
Generally, you don't say "cool story, bro" if you're
Right.
actually interested.
We showed Graham's parents, and they were very impressed.
That is legitimately a cool story.
Oh,
say-
neat.
Yeah. The point being, we showed Graham's
anything can
parents,
be
and they were like,
interpreted.
"Oh, neat! There's a very minor Swedish connection there." Maybe that's why you're so tall. It's those Swedish genes.
So awkward.
My genes are from Japan. Well, I got them in Bellevue, but they're...
I don't know if they make their. I don't know if Uniqlo
chair is
makes
not
their
fitting
jeans in
well.
Japan.
This chair is so big.
It was the only wiggly. It was the only like chair within range. Sorry.
It's okay. We can get close and cuddly.
No, we can't. That's the problem. The chair is too big. Hi, everyone. I'm taking up space.
I'm trying to pull up the stories.
I was
I
like,
think
How's it going?
my first the actual like meme phrase of "cool story, bro" wasn't around at the time. But my first encounter with that was in high school in drama class. We were talking about I can't remember how tangentially related it was. I think someone mentioned Miss Saigon. And I was like, my uncle helped program the computers to make the helicopter land on the for the production in London. And my drama teacher was like,
okay.
okay. And I was like, oh, that wasn't relevant at all. Like, it was just sort of like, I was like, oh, I know something. And I like, blah, blah, blah. And then my drama teacher was like, I stone cold do not give a shit. And I was like, oh,
Ouch.
oh, I guess that didn't have any bearing on what we were talking about. Fair
I
enough
mean,
then.
that is kind of cool.
It's cool, but we were talking about like the musical as like
Right.
from a drama perspective, and I was like, oh hey,
I know a thing.
and they're like, okay,
Shut up, Stark.
yeah.
So
That's not the best shut up, Stark, though.
no.
I'll tell you about that.
Mario
later.
Maker.
Yeah.
Mario Maker on 3DS, which seems like a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because when you can't beat a level and you're getting frustrated, you can just take your 3DS and finish playing the level on the go. Except not. Nope.
Just take your 3D. Because the problem is that the Wii U just doesn't fit in a toilet as well as a 3DS does.
That's true. The Wii U does not have the same throwability as a 3DS.
You can take in your house. You can just take the handset. You can just do it that way.
Yeah, but you can't take it out of the house.
No, you can't take it out of the house.
I wonder how many people have like in the same way as like you take like a cordless phone and be like, I don't need a cell phone. I'll just take this cordless phone. Doop 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 doop. Oh right.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people have like taken a Wii U gamepad away from the Wii U, not realizing that it doesn't work that way.
The potty ability. Anyway, it's just like it.
It just seems like it misses the point.
The fact that you can only play Wii U designed levels that happen to show up in your recommended courses tab.
Is ludicrous to me.
Like,
why not put in a search?
That you can't even enter the code.
Yeah, but it's like, how awesome would it be if you could do like, you know, like Netflix queue style, like either on your Wii, either on your Wii or on your 3DS or online.
Yeah.
You go, oh, I'm gonna play this level, this level, this level, this level, this level. Next time you're on, and then your 3DS downloads them in the background. Next time you're on a bus or whatever, you go like, oh yeah, here's my queue of all these Mario levels that my 3DS has loaded onto it because it downloaded them all and they're small.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Pretty damn
The
good.
answer is very cool.
Well, they're solving some of that with the Switch.
That's true. Yeah, I
guess.
suppose we're actually just talking about why the Nintendo Switch is a good idea.
I mean,
Which
really.
I'm already in on. Like, it's fine. You don't need to sell it to me again.
Sims patch.
Now,
Some good stuff in there.
realistically, the phrase "large and small crystals will no longer inform you differently about their energized decor moodlet strengths." What does that even mean? This
a
veering
hell of a-
dangerously into Lorna Schlitzwhistle territory.
That's a hell of a phrase. The one that I found most amusing was that you said when your Sims make woohoo, other Sims that happen to be in the room won't just carry on with the accounts receivable. Because you could have two Sims like boning
in an
and
office, and the other Sims
no
would
one
be
else
like,
would
all right,
leave. But now
get off the coffee machine.
Yeah, now they will actually shoo other Sims out of the room
to woohoo.
before they woohoo.
Actually, my favorite patch is children will no longer warp when restocking mannequins.
That sounds
There was no
terrifying.
context for that.
Sounds
There was no
terrifying.
context for that. I was just like,
Yeah, I feel like the whether they leave or not, while other Sims are doing the woohoo, that should itself be like a stat.
Yeah.
It's like awkwardness or whatever. Like certain people
or obliviousness.
Obliviousness. Like people will be just like working on the computer or whatever, and there's like some Sims having sex, and they'll be.
And they just like put on their
ignoring them.
headphones and keep working.
Yeah, keep working.
There was a
or there's ones that will actually like come into the room.
there was another one in the.
Well, I think there's a mod for that.
Right, we did a story about that.
There was another one in the patch notes that was like, Sims will no longer take dirty dishes to the border of the lot and put them down.
And then they'll just stay.
Outside the lot.
And because they're outside the lot, you can't actually interact with them.
Yeah, and they just stay there forever. Now they'll just disappear. But it's like, wow. Yeah, thank you for reminding me about the Strangelog. Kathleen, you'll love this. The Strangelog is a Twitter account that is just out of context patch notes.
Oh.
Fixed an issue where the festive horse made players bald.
This is my kind of Twitter feed.
Attacking an unsaddled pig while holding a saddle saddles the pig.
It's great. I love that.
Wyvern milk can no longer be put into refrigerators. Balance added more despair and anger overall.
Does it say does it give you a link to actually what
No.
That's like, I'd be curious to know like what, like reading it out of context is funny, but then actually like finding out what the context is I also usually find interesting.
Goat folk no longer always hate baboon faction leaders for disproving famous theorems. I think some of these might be made up.
Well, that's the other thing. is that-
Apparently not.
But that's the other
All
thing.
tweets are unedited and selected verbatim.
Yeah, but I just like to know, like, because I'd like to know, because it's funny out of context, but then I like the idea that, like, in context, this makes perfect sense.
This is a good one. Thief occasionally says yoink when pickpocketing.
Your eunuch sons will no longer
What?
get the serving maids pregnant. I mean, good, I guess.
Thief occasionally says,
Void eggs can be placed in mayonnaise machines to make void mayonnaise.
wait, did the
Thief
thieves
did not say yoink.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, thieves sometimes said yoink was a bug.
No,
That
they
seems awesome.
added that.
Gorillas no longer speak English when they get annoyed with you.
Anyway, apparently, Stardew, the void egg thing is from Stardew Valley.
Oh.
Increase
Also, Crusader King 2 apparently is the eunuch one.
King George V now only dies once. All right.
Anyway, patch notes are up there with the other source for a lot of source for out of context amusement is ESRB rating guidelines.
Oh yeah.
Those are always great. Where it would be like, the reason why something was given like an M rating, or it'd be like, just like a sex scene in which fire goes into something.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else we got?
The
Death Stranding.
Law. Wait, no. First, this one. The law in
yes.
Korea. That so Korea passed a law that prohibits the manufacture and distribution, not just the sale, but the distribution
Of scummy PC mods.
of like mods and hacks, because basically people were cheating a lot. And
That's insane. I can't believe that's a law.
I mean, I don't know if this is going to necessarily stop a lot of it, but now there's actually a legal recourse for it.
And that's not just like a proposed thing. That did actually pass.
Yeah, it was proposed as an amendment. It is now a law.
Yeah, and I mean it's
not illegal to use them, right? It's still against terms of service, but it's illegal to make and distribute them.
and I mean, we were talking about this. It seems like this is one of those things that could be kind of awkward. Like it serves something that it's because the actual wording of the law, from what I understand, is the thing that's illegal is not like cheating things, because you can't define cheating stuff very well.
Right.
But what's illegal is doing things, making games that violate the terms of service of the game, because people
Making mods that, yeah.
because people will make, because
Well, this is
in the
this
terms
is
of
like
service for
aimbots and wall hacks and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
and in terms of service for online games, they have all sorts of language about the kind of stuff you're not allowed to do, which is cool. But it seems like this is one of those laws that is sort of like marketed as one thing, but in the hands of, shall we say,
Is your mic plugged?
somewhat nefarious people. I thought it was. Is it not?
I don't know. Someone was just asking if it was.
Oh, maybe it's not properly plugged in. I don't know. I thought it was. But anyway, in the hands of people who are possibly, somewhat nefarious, or at least acting in bad faith, the law can be sort of perverted
I
to
need
the
some
extent
coffee.
where
I'm gonna make myself some
it's
coffee
like
afterwards.
it's like how like wiretapping laws are marketed as like anti-terrorism laws.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's like, yes, it does help with that, but there is no way to tell. There's no way to listen in on only terrorists without also listening in on actual people who
yeah,
don't
exactly.
deserve it. In the same way as it's impossible to block just the bad mods without also blocking mods that are not actually nefarious, but just the manufacturer of the game doesn't like.
Yeah.
And so that's something that could cause issues.
All Mankind says, I'm fascinated by how age ratings are affected not just by states of dress and undress, but the act of undressing. It's like that. I recall hearing this like apocryphal law that I'm positive is not true, but it was like that you can like carry a sword outside from like point A to point B, but you can't sheath or unsheath a sword in public. I remember hearing that, and then I was like, really? And I'm pretty sure it's bullshit, but it's that sort of like, huh.
Interestingly, I don't think I've actually ever seen. I'm just trying to think. Like, in a modern 3D game, I don't think I've ever seen somebody take their clothes off or put their clothes on.
No, because it's impossible to animate.
Well, because it's very difficult to animate.
Yeah.
And so every single time, and once you actually like realize what's happening,
It always cuts away.
You'll notice it. Yeah, it'll always cut away or cut to something because of course they're switching to a new model because they don't want to have to because the jacket or the clothes or whatever are on top of the other thing. So yeah, like when Geralt is taking off his shirt, as he often does, it'll always be going away,
Yeah.
or either cutting away or just cutting to a different view, or you will never actually see the actual act.
Yeah.
Hitman. Oh, does Hitman Absolution? Does he actually do it, or is it just like
No, it just cuts to
Yeah.
him wearing the stuff.
or just like
Yeah.
The good old clothes dropping around ankle shot. So somebody, anyhow.
yeah?
So that's fun.
It's yet another reason why they always pan to the fireplace.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Death Stranding.
Yep, there's lots of stuff to unpack in those trailers. Go watch them. It's not just weird. There's weird and stuff. It is it is weird.
It is weird.
It is
like the
I said not just weird.
well, no, but the way that the two things tie together is certainly
Cool.
and significant, but not like the fact that happens doesn't make it any less weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Like that
I
doesn't
love-
give any more make the thing make any more sense.
No.
I love the YouTube comments or just any sort of comments on the new trailer and sort of like, okay, here's my theory, and it's like, dude, don't even try. There's actually not enough to work from.
No.
Like, this is cool and all, and it's interesting visuals, and there's like a little bit that maybe you can be like, I think that this is this, and it's like, yeah, but what does that mean?
And then
there's not enough to work from.
it's like, one, there's not enough to work from, and two, Hideo Kojima is known for actively trolling
Yeah.
and like actively giving misinformation.
Yeah.
So like basing whatever you think the game is going to be on the trailer might actually be like less correct than just making it up completely.
Yeah. Furthest Chunk 55 says, we have not come across just a mere Hideo Kojima production. We have been graced with the presence of Kojima Unchained.
Yeah.
So
It's true. I mean, that'll be the interesting thing, right? When and if this actually comes out will be, because previously it's always been
somebody at Konami being like, no, stop that.
somebody being like, yeah, okay. Someone's like, okay, that's a cool idea, Hideo.
Let's bring it back a little bit.
So what's the actual game in there?
And now he's just like, I do what I want.
Yeah. So hopefully it's a positive thing and not the, Peter Molyneux Unchained thing that we got with 22 Cans.
Yeah.
No, I feel like Hideo Kojima is still making a game.
We shall see.
Yeah.
I
And then the last-
have my faith. I'm a Hideo Kojima optimist.
And then the last story we did was the Steam thing. That there's too many games.
Too many.
Too
Yeah,
many
I think
games on Steam.
you co-host of Watch and Play, know this so well that
Keeps
there
us
are
in games. I tell you what.
too many
it
games.
Keeps us going in garbage.
Yes.
It's the
Basically, can watch and play for the rest of your lives.
Please send suggestions of garbage games to watchandplay@loadingreadyrun.com. Ideally with a link to where I could get it and some sort of video or screenshot example of why it's so bad. And there's a lot of them.
I feel like the implication of like green light and early access when they were, announced and released was that it was still going to be curated.
Mm-hmm.
It was just going to be more tightly curated, or it was going to be more open to indies and stuff.
But do you see it's curated by the public?
Yeah.
It's the democratization of content. Isn't that great? Doesn't that work perfectly?
Clearly, that is not the case.
Just hire some people to be like, this game is garbage. All right, what are some stuff that we didn't do, Graham?
Well, let's see here. There was an article on Kotaku about anime geeks who watch Dragon Ball and
We're like, yeah, man.
they were like, yeah, let's go Saiyan.
I see Goku
swole.
getting gains. Let's get gains as well.
And then they get really buff.
And apparently, it's actually like a real thing.
Well, of course it's a real thing, but it's like a common.
Yeah, well, and like to the point where there's at least 2, if not more, sportswear companies that specialize in like making
Dragon Ball gym wear.
like Dragon Ball gis and the
like-
different the outfits from Dragon Ball and the kinds of stuff that they use. Somebody was laughing at. I saw somebody laughing on the forum on the chat earlier today about Ronda Rousey showing up on WWE with like an over 9,000 shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, yeah.
And being like, oh, it's cool that she's down with the memes, but that might actually have been a different, like not the context that we thought it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He might have just been like, yeah, man, obviously she is also a lady who enjoys getting swole. People who watch Dragon Ball and go, yeah, I want to get swole.
Mm-hmm.
The Legend of Zelda amiibo, a new Legend of Zelda amiibo will airdrop meat for Link in Breath of the Wild.
So this is they've released because
is it just like a rib wearing a parachute?
There's a lot of stuff because there's things in the previous Zelda games like when you scan the amiibos they'll do stuff. For instance, like the Ganon amiibo actually makes the game harder.
Mm-hmm.
Or like you scan it and it'll give you more health or something. Yada, yada, yada. And so they've just announced what all the ones in the Breath of Life one do.
8-bit Link will reward you with a random number of barrels. You might find rupees inside.
Mm-hmm.
Wind Waker Zelda will reward you with a random selection of plants. Toon Link will reward you with a random amount of fish. Ocarina of Time Link will reward you with a random amount of meat.
And what's great about it is like one, they're giving you this stuff, but 2, how it actually shows in the game is just from above the screen. So like from somewhere that you can't see.
Yeah, you just sort of go there,
and then just fish or meat falls from the sky, And the fish are like alive, like they land and they just flop around.
Seems like a Douglas Adams whale sitch.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Crash Bandicoot's getting remastered.
Oh yeah, there was two articles, or there was two different things you linked to on this. A lot of people actually on Twitter asking me about it. It looks cool.
It looks like they're just making it better without changing things, which is what you want from a remaster.
Yeah, so
Square.
So some things that I'm. Okay, I'll start with the stuff I'm a little less excited about. I don't think that they needed to go quite so realistic with like his fur. It's a very sort of like Conquer Reloaded kind of look. Like I don't know if it was totally necessary. I think
I was going to say realistic.
he maybe loses that's why I was air quotes.
Yeah.
He maybe loses a little of the charm, maybe. And the screenshots and video of the levels are much lower contrast. Like it's much more sort of like dynamic range, like high dynamic range thing. Like there's no like the deep shadows are much brighter. It just sort of looks a little flatter overall from the screenshots and videos that they've shown. Things that I
I
like
also noticed it seems to be from like closer in,
in a couple of the shots, yeah.
which is difficult when
Which is
you're playing a
interesting.
platformer.
Yeah. Some of the things I like
Because you need to plan.
is that Vicarious Visions, who's working on the remaster, started with the original level geometry from Naughty Dog. They were like, "Here's the level, so now we're going to replace these like bad low polygons with better stuff." So
Lots of polygons.
So I like that it's exactly like that, and all the characters were working from the original concept art, which was really good as well. There's a unified menu system across all three games. So if you recall from like Crash 2 and 3, you'd pause and it would, I think 3 more than 2, it would like shrink the screen and there'd be like all sort of data and stuff and like pause, resume, all sort of that. That's across all three systems. A unified save system.
Oh,
So
good.
that Crash Bandicoot 1 actually like does save files properly. They've taken the time trials, which I was never like really obsessed with time trials, but they're pretty cool. But they've taken the time trials that were in Crash 2 and 3 and added them back into Crash 1.
Those
Oh,
are
neat.
the Ankhs, right?
Yeah, the Ankhs. Yeah, you go through the level. The boxes would be randomly. Some of the boxes would have like a 1, 2, or 3 that would take seconds off your clock.
Yeah, they're doing all three, by the way.
Yeah,
All three.
and
As like one release.
yeah, and apparently they're also redoing the soundtrack, including like some new voice work from the original voice actors. As
Oh,
well,
cool.
which is pretty sweet.
That's, say Crash.
Well, Crash
not,
doesn't
not
say
Crash.
that, no.
I was gonna say not Crash. Like more like
Crash
huh?
basically says "whoa," but no, like the voices of like Aku Aku and
Right.
Coco and
I do like the
Cortex.
I like the implication that it's like it's not just that it's like Cortex. Obviously, it's supposed to be sort of a person, and he can talk, and it's not like Crash can't talk because he's a bandicoot. Because there's Coco, who's also a bandicoot and can talk fine.
yeah,
Crash is just weird.
Yeah.
Or he
Maybe
has
a
an
little dumb.
He has an enormous mouth but cannot talk.
Very small brain.
So yeah, no Crash Team Racing. This is Crash 1, 2, and 3. Though what Paul brought up a good point, which is that Crash 3 used like 3 different game engines.
Yeah, check out. I actually check out the Wikipedia article on Crash 3. It's actually really. I think it's 3. Yeah.
Because there was the normal Crash Bandicoot engine, which I assume is the same as whatever they used for 2, for the normal levels. There was the flying levels, like the blimp ones where you're in the biplane,
Right.
and the motorcycle levels. I believe those were the different engines.
I think like the chase levels might have been a different thing.
Well, they had chase levels in the other games as well, though,
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're being chased down the map.
I never played any of these games.
They were really weird in that yeah, it had at least 2 or 3.
Oh, Richard Erman, I would love a remastered Medieval. I love Medieval. Sorry.
But yeah, it had completely separate, like when you played one of those levels, it actually was booting an entirely different engine. So they had to remake everything, like all the controls and all this stuff in this entirely different engine.
It took a while to load those levels too. Oh wait! Crash. There was flying levels in Crash 2. Crash 3 had
This must be what it feels like when I start talking about Persona, because
Yeah.
I've never played any of these games, and I'm just like,
Crash 3 had
sure have a lot to say about them.
Skidoo, like Sea-Doo levels.
Right.
I think with like waves and stuff, that's got to be one of them. So it's probably just land, air, and sea, honestly.
Wasn't there like the medieval had like a weird thing where there was like a second one that was really weird and not actually very medieval-ish?
I don't know that there was ever an official sequel with Sir Daniel Fortescue.
I thought there was like a sort of sequel that was like put forward as a sequel, and then when people played it, they were like, "What the fuck? This is not a good medieval game."
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe. What else? Oh, and I didn't actually look into this story. The Marvel vs. Capcom.
I looked at the headline and I was like, this is not nearly as funny as like a Photoshop I saw going around of Seinfeld versus Capcom.
so
And then I got wistful because I was
Wow.
like, I kind of want to play that game, and then I did something else.
the main joke I had the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity is the new a new trailer that they showed at the Sony Sony Experience PlayStation Experience press conference, and the part of the gimmick of it is that the characters have like infinity gems, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there's like a guy who has like the might gem, and then it's like punching better because he's got that gem.
Right.
Which, so, in order to be super geeky, that's not what the gems do. Like, the idea that like in a fight, like two fighting, like one guy has like, oh, I've got the infinity gem, so I can punch a little better. No, the infinity gems are like massive cosmic power here.
Yeah.
They're not like
It should be I can punch through planets.
Yeah,
a little
'cause
better.
they're not like, oh, it's gonna be a little bit like
The video.
basically every Marvel movie. You know that really scary thing that they've been trying to like get or escape from or whatever. That was a single infinity gem.
Yeah. In the video, Captain Marvel is like, Infinity Stone of Time, and it like freezes for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, the Infinity Stone. Like if you have the Time Infinity Gem, you can like manipulate all time.
Apparently, these are infinity stones and not gems, so they're like infinity gem shavings from when they were fitted into the
The gauntlet or whatever.
the infinity engagement ring or something.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Anyway, so I read that just bugged me because it was just like, you can't just use these words. They have a meaning.
well, how about Seinfeld versus Capcom? Let's just go back to that and think I want to play that game, which I kind of do.
Yeah. Is it just
Elaine just dances.
I don't know how I never heard of Medieval 2.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
so
I gotta find
I don't
this.
think it was good.
It was
some-
it was reviewed fairly well at the time.
Oh.
some games got announced.
Oh,
Last
yeah,
of Us
hey.
2 is coming out.
Yeah, it was the PlayStation experience. Yeah, The Last of Us 2. Sorry, The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ellie is the main character now.
Yeah.
That's all we really know about it. There's like a teaser.
Yeah.
And
There's an
apparently it's a bit of a downer.
probably.
They've said the what is it the best line from the developers. They're like, Last of Us, the first one was about love between there's sort of the love between
Joel and Ellie.
Joel and Ellie, this sort of father-daughter kind of relationship that was really the core of the whole thing. Last of Us Part 2 is about hate. So
Okay. Sure.
so yeah, apparently it's Ellie, and I guess in the trailer, I'm assuming it's about her country music career and how it has been affected by the zombie uprising.
They also announced a side story for Uncharted.
It's was it Claire?
Wow, that caught me off guard. I didn't actually sneeze. That was really close. Yeah.
She wasn't in the latest Uncharted, presumably because this is what she was doing.
Yeah.
She was busy, okay? Get off her back.
And they announced some other stuff as well that I don't remember because I was mostly distracted by Crash Bandicoot.
There's some new Persona 5 trailers with the English voices. Happy to see many of the, like, I recognize at least 2 of them from, like, other Atlas games I've played, so, like, I'm not surprised, but I'm excited.
And it comes out on April 4th.
Yep, April 4th, so look forward to that New Day Tuesday of me and Heather just, like, throwing people bodily out of the streaming office.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow.
Yes.
Speaking of New Day Tuesday.
Oh, Paul,
You're
what
right.
are you going to
Yeah.
play?
Paul.
You're gonna play. So this was. I was looking at we were looking at something else, and I was looking at the list of games that are coming out this week. And I was like, oh, check out what's coming out for New Day. Would be good for New Day Tuesday. And friggin' The Last Guardian.
Holy shit. Holy
I was
shit.
like, whoa, what?
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's out.
So yeah, as I saw somebody in the comments to a thing saying, it's like what a world we live in. Final Fantasy 15 and The Last Guardian are both out.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me how Final Fantasy 15 was. I actually enjoyed it, but I didn't feel like I was playing much of a Final Fantasy game, but I've only played it for like 2 hours because of the install pro. Got so mad.
Just choking on her own rage.
Oh.
You'll get over this cough soon.
I'm so much healthier than I was last week, but this is a very, very bad lingering cold.
Yeah. So Last Guardian apparently is I haven't read any like full reviews of it because I want to keep myself fairly fairly new to the experience. But I have read some sort of headlines and stuff being like it's really amazing, except for maybe some stuff. So.
Apparently,
We'll find out together.
apparently your animal friend acts a lot like an animal, as in sometimes they just don't do what you want.
Yeah. So we shall see how if it's just frustrating or good. But whatever the case, I expect it to be super pretty.
Yeah, Steven 1913, if you've played like an Ubisoft game, like an open world Ubisoft game, or like Skyrim or something, I think you'll like it. There's a lot of openness to that. Yes. Anyhow, I'm very exciting.
So
I'm very excited. I'm exciting.
yeah, you're
I'm an
excited.
exciting lady. So exciting.
So yeah, I'm
Check out my Tumblr. It's all Mads Mikkelsen fan art.
so I'm actually pretty stoked about that. If for those of you who didn't see, I for instance, I played the remaster of Shadow of the Colossus way back in the day on my stream. So I am a big fan of this developer because I don't know their name, even though I'm a big fan. I don't know actually what the name of the developer is. I've always just known them as the guys who do Shadow of the Colossus and Ico.
Yeah. Ico, Leo.
You should steal one of
I say
Ian's
Ico because
kazoos.
Ico, I know a different game called Ico. So.
The vibrations are good for shaking loose lung mucus. No, my lungs are doing a great job of shaking
it
loose
is
this
Team
mucus
Ico.
Oh, right.
all by themselves. I don't need any help.
All right, I have brought up
The subscribers, thank you.
the subbers.
Thank you, everybody, so much for your support and your bits. Somebody gave us 500 bits earlier just so they could say hi to Paul, because they didn't say hi to Paul during their subscription.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello, person who gave us 500 bits earlier.
I will figure out who that was when I see them coming up.
Inkslayer.
Inkslayer.
All right, well, let's start this and see how it's going.
Yeah. Sorry for the late start again, by the way.
Lars Madsen. Thank you for subscribing, Lars Madsen.
It's actually a Patreon, new Patreon support.
Oh, new Patreon support. Thank you, Lars.
Reneko with a 20-month resub says, I was hoping to watch points being checked, but instead I must sleep due to jet lag.
Oh, Elihu Aaron. Thank you. You,
Eli.
Eli Hularan. Fabian Kank 22.
Fabian 22. Thank you. Welcome to the channel, Eli Huaran and Fabian 22.
And
Appreciate it.
Newbies 169. 3-year baby Lursong.
Newbies.
Oh, Eli Huaran. I guess Twitch now kind of the right number of months. Baby.
9-month resub from Eli. Thank you. Beard Squad, go! 5-month resub. 5 months says 5 months. That's almost 6 months. Wow.
Dan Targan. Almost up to 3 years. Wow, thank you, Dan Targan. Simon _W42. Apparently it's my second 12-month anniversary.
Yay!
That's almost 2 years.
But it's a 12-month resub. I don't understand anymore. Barbara Batman. A new
Yay.
subscription from Barbara Batman.
not good on the secret identity of that person, but that's
No.
okay.
Groverfield 2 with an 11-month resub says 11. I can't hold all these months.
Corp. Thanks for subscribing.
Thank you, Corp, and for all your work on Lurbot. Overlord Stoll.
Woo!
He says sub baby
times
2x.
two.
I can't find it on. There it is. Got it. 18-month
Twins.
resub. Welcome back. Mattman X 311 with a 2-month resub.
Yeah, Madman. That's all I have to say. Raikkonen. Thank you for subscribing. Raikkonen.
Welcome to the channel. TLP Tep.
Tip.
Welcome. A new subscription from TLP Tep.
Tlip.
Thank you very much.
Tlip, tlip.
Another new subscription from, no, it's a 2-month resub. No, it doesn't say it there.
69.
From Bench69.
Woo! Bench 69.
Welcome back.
Inkslayer says, ah, hey Graham and Kathleen and Paul.
Yay.
Thank you, Inkslayer. Welcome back, and thank you for 8 months of support. Blue Mechanic is a 30-month resub, but it's not showing up here for some reason. What's up with it wasn't saying on the overlay how many.
Booster 6.
Doesn't say the
Make
number
sure
of
those
resubs.
points are sufficiently checked.
So Blue Mechanic, thank you. Welcome back for 30 months. Booster 6, thank you. Welcome for 7 months.
Greg
We'll
Smash.
Greg Smash. I don't even see on here. Oh, it's a new sub. Welcome. Thank you for the new subscription, Greg Smash.
Oh, Whedon Project says, my sub trade had to lapse lately, but now I can afford to sub again. Thank you for your support. We really
Yay.
appreciate
Welcome
it.
back. That's a 2-month resub.
No Tusferatu says, 3 months anniversary. Yay, Twitch Prime.
Guess how many
Yay.
subs? Guess how many months back?
3.
Yeah.
Orgasmatron.
Orgmastron.
Orgasmatron. Ben Ferris, the Orgasmatron. Thank you for subscribing, Ben Ferris.
Ben is supporting us on Patreon. Thank you,
Wow.
Orgmastron, for the new subscription.
And-
Joe Crow is also supporting us on Patreon. Welcome, Joe Crow.
Thank you. We really appreciate
I
it.
fungled something. Sorry.
Paul did a fungler.
Humunculus. Under copyright until 70 years after the death of both parents. Oh, I get it.
This is a 9-month resub also.
Cyberegg.
Cyberegg. 4-month resub.
Brag.
Ooh. Sankwid.
9-month resub.
Baby time. Time for a baby. Get ready for poo. Diamond Tiki.
19-month resub.
Let's partake in the checking of points. I hope we checked your points satisfactorily. Son of Thoth.
8-month resub.
Son of Thoth.
8-month resub.
Son of Thoth.
Thoth, son of Thoth.
Ryson.
39-month resub.
Wow, that is a long time. Thank you, Ryson.
39 months. Welcome back.
Pug Iron.
35-month resub.
That is also a very long time. You have a sub-toddler. Cool Hand 2.
25-month resub.
Wow, that's also a sub-toddler. Terrible twos. Cool Hand 2. Sniper Pumpkin. It's a baker's ear. Let me guess, 13 months?
I don't even see that one on here.
Yep.
Sniper Pumpkin.
Oh, there it is.
Pumpkin.
We jumped ahead a bit.
Neural Engineer says, past my prelim. So happy. Hooray, Neural Engineer.
That's a 35-month resub.
Holy crap, that's a long time. Lathos Tiran.
That's another 35-month resub.
Holy shit.
Holy
Shit. My name is E.
21-month resub.
Yay.
He makes nice hats.
She does. Naked Crab. Naked
35
Crab
months.
pinches you, then hides behind a tiny towel. Naked Crab, modesty. And thanks for the 1,542 bits. Foxmar320, Zeke229, Earth and None, Ink Slayer, The Mad Punter, Peter200LX.
Yay.
Arms everywhere.
On this list, I also saw Sampy104 with a 35-month resub, who says 35 months is almost 2 years, and Dream Void Means Ass with a 9-month resub. Welcome back, Dream Void Means Ass.
I've
And
not heard that
another-
username before for some reason.
Another 250 bits from Logicat, who says thanks for another great checkpoint, guys and
Aw,
girls.
well,
Yay.
thank you guys. We really appreciate your support. We could not do what we do without you.
It's true.
We're coming off a hard
I mean,
month
we
here.
can barely
really,
do
really
what we do with you, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
there it
but
is.
we would not be able to do it at all without you. Yeah, man. What did you fungal?
I was trying to make something better.
And
As is
instead,
always
you
the
made it
case when they
worse.
try to make it better, it makes it worse.
Dang. Oh well.
Paul,
Soon it will be better.
Paul, I truly appreciate all that you do, though.
Yeah.
Big time.
I couldn't do
My
this.
mistake was trying to make it better like this morning.
Oh.
And I guess I didn't have time to sufficiently test it.
Just wait for whichever day of the week it is that we don't stream on.
Tuesday.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, we stream on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
We
Tuesday
stream
night.
every day of the week.
Tuesday evenings is our only no
I was
no
trying to make a
stream day.
joke.
That's right. Graham is funny.
Graham is smart and funny.
I'll have you know that I'm a professional comedian.
And everybody who says different, get used to it.
Yes.
All right.
I can't wait till Penelope is really unimpressed with our jokes, and we could be like, "We're professional comedians." And
What,
she'll be
like-
like, "Well, you suck."
What, like now?
Sometimes she laughs,
That's true, actually.
like
It's,
like when she sticks her fingers in my mouth and I go, blah, 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 that kills. That line just kills.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's real good. Kathleen's gonna bust that out at her next stand-up set. She'll be like, hey, come here. Put your fingers in my mouth. It's gonna go over like,
yeah, I saw a while ago. I saw like a Ray Romano stand-up bit where he was like,
I love that, yeah.
Yeah, I just had got a new baby, and so it's a little bit hard to come up with new jokes. But this one's been really killing lately, and just jingling
he pulls out
keys.
his keys and just jingles them at the crowd.
And it's great because of the context. Of course, everybody laughs.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, good, thank God." I still got it.
Yeah. All right, that's going to do it for now. Tune back in later today for Matters of Import, it must be.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where-
there nothing will be set on fire tonight because Tinker Tailor Solar fries
We
next
cannot
week.
make that promise.
Yeah, we can't make that promise. Sometimes
When
they
Ian-
get very angry at matters of importance.
When Ian B
what are they
Bees are
playing?
left unsupervised in the moon base, sometimes things light on fire.
Yeah.
Sometimes a fire occurs.
Sometimes fires happen, It's no one's fault.
The Smokey the Bear just looks at Ian and is like, "You know what you did."
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what he's playing.
I'm trying to find out. I'm rewinding.
Finally, Yakuza, I think, says Phoenix Melior.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a Yakuza thing.
I have no idea.
Let's just say
It's gonna be the thing from the not here.
Let's say it's gonna be Yakuza.
It's gonna be.
And if it isn't Yakuza, it's because the Yakuza got to them.
I'm gonna guarantee it's gonna be some sort of imported game.
That's like
I'm willing to put my reputation on the line for that.
Your reputation for knowing what game they're gonna be playing.
Well, my reputation in general. I would be willing to let people smirch and or besmirch my good name. Look, if you can besmirch something,
yeah.
you must be able to smirch it.
Or besmirch. That's if your good name has been besmirched, then you have to go and besmirch it.
Yeah, you have to go and it's like you gotta wash it in a special bag.
I've really gotten into upsmirching recently.
You gotta get
Oh,
one
I
of those.
saw that on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Gotta get one of
You
those.
go dumpster diving and
Get those Mr. Clean besmirching sponges. They're very, very good. They're good for getting out all those smirches.
just activate with water.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing stuff.
Huh. Okay. We're going away now because obviously someone needs food, probably us. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.